Allow me to bring you back 2 years, way back to the year 2011, to where the story begins. There was this girl. Alright, so the real story is there was a couple girls. And the best way for me to spread my time evenly getting to know all of them was to sit on this specific bench that was just perfectly located in the focal point of the whole campus. I mean, if Stony Brook was Manhattan, this bench should be the Times Square of it all. For some reason, I started to feel very comfortable sitting at this bench. Every day, weather permitting of course, I would walk to campus an hour or two before my scheduled class, and I would just sit there on my bench. I was comfortable there. I think comfort is by far the most useful thing we could feed our souls. This comfort brings the best out of my personality. That's what my bench did for me. It had the power to bring the best out of me. It took the weight of the world that was sitting on my shoulders and gave me a seat perched atop that world. Depending on the time of day, made sitting on the bench a whole new experience. In the morning, you feel such at peace. On a nice spring morning is my favorite time to experience the bench. There's always a nice warm breeze in the air and the sun's rays hit you stronger and stronger as the morning turns into early afternoon. In the winter, the cold wind smacks you with a sense of reality. See, the bench has really started to become a part of me. It has its own weird way of always drawing me back. It just so happens, as this bench became more a part of my life, regretfully smoking cigarettes also followed suit. I figured if I have to be outside anyways to smoke a cigarette, why not go and sit on my bench? I would say both addictions happen simultaneously. Terrible habit. I'm a very social person, and I really do enjoy talking to different people throughout my day. When I was little, my dad used to put on the Howard Stern show. Parenting choices, I know. But I honestly admired the way that guy could just sit down and talk to people all day, and hear their craziest stories. I enjoyed this for some reason, so that's what basically started happening to me. My friends started to pass by, always stopping from a handshake to an hour-long lecture on cheating boyfriends. I've heard a lot of nonsense. I think back and wish I charged people for the sessions. Could have made a little extra pocket change. To me, my close friends are a really important aspect of my life. They keep me grounded and bring me comfort just like that bench does. When you combine both of them, that's when the fun really starts. I believe that being socially fluent can help you in more ways than one. This bench means something special to me, as you can see. The way I look at it, my bench is an inanimate object that brings me peace. I think of this bench as a symbol and a daily reminder that however stressful or tough life is, there's always time to take a break. There are always going to be stresses in our lives, and it's safe to say we haven't seen the worst of life's problems yet. I've been very fortunate in my life and think that I am blessed to have all the opportunities that I've been given. Everybody needs a deep breath of fresh air every so often. We all deserve it. Aside from the gossip and the Howard Stern-like aura I've built around this bench, I truly realize why an inanimate object can really carry so much significance. My bench isn't just for looking good and catching some rays. It reminds me to sit down and enjoy life's small moments as time slowly slips through my grasp. When we take a moment to slow down, the world is a bit more inviting and manageable. Sit beside nature to bask in its splendor. We all need it no matter what twisted one of life's problems we're dealing with. And trust me, dealing with life's problems is a non-stop task. I've been lucky enough to find a bench that helps me deal with these issues. I would say it's kind of like when a little kid doesn't let go of his favorite blanket, or stuffed animal, or perhaps trying to take a bone from a dog. Except I'm an adult, supposedly, and it looks a little bit cooler to be sitting down on a bench than clenching onto a blanket like Linus from Peanuts cartoons. Figuratively speaking, I seriously recommend that everybody find their own bench. That perfect place to escape to when you need a breather. Everybody's bench is going to be different. It doesn't even necessarily need to be a bench at all. Just some place to relax and clear our minds before returning to the madness. In the 2 years that I've been occupying that bench, I've met up with old friends, made new friends, and even had a girlfriend because of it. That's a whole nother story. I weirdly feel like me and that bench were supposed to form this bond. I feel like it has given me a better understanding as to who I am. I believe in many of the Buddhist ideals, and I've been influenced by Buddhist philosophy. Meditation is essentially taking a break from the continuous drumbeat of our daily existence and focus on our inner selves. This is a form of healing that I think my bench similarly gives to me. It reminds me to take a break from this incredibly stressful life, to look up at the sky, take a deep breath of fresh air, and just relax. But seriously, don't take my bench idea. That one's already taken. As I said, find your own.